hit record and everybody disappears. So, welcome. We are solidly in April. As I was saying, you can see the sun blaring in on the side of my face. And the singing bowl has been cleared of the things which I forgot that I'd put in there for safekeeping, and then forgot that they were in there. So we've said goodbye to Lilith, and happy to say goodbye to Lilith, who came to us on the same week that we did the Hawthorne meditation. Letting go of those energies. Be nice to have something a little softer, perhaps. Yeah, nope. Nope. Not softer. Well, maybe a little softer. That's a different way of... We have Inanna. Oh, look, she's a little blurry. Embracing the shadow. So, let me see here. Oh, let me just grab this. See if I can get her image up. Give me one moment here. Ah, there you are. Let's see if this... That's not really the whole thing. Let's see if I can get a better image of it. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we have a fairly good image of it. So I will share screen. So that's most of the image. It's yeah, actually that's most of the image. It's just underneath the image. It says Inanna, and it says embracing the shadow. So I'm putting on my Bluetooth, boop boop, and get the music going. Then I'll read just a little blurb about her and share her little poem, and then we'll go into the meditation. So, Sumerian Queen of Heaven, Inanna, tricked her father, Enki, god of wisdom, into giving her the 100 objects of culture, which she then gave to humankind. Desiring to pay a visit to her sister, Ereskigal, she journeyed to the Underworld. There, she was stripped and killed, and left to hang on a hook for 3 days and 3 nights. Inanna was allowed to leave the Underworld only if she found a substitute. She chose her son lover, the shepherd Damuzi, who in her absence had usurped her place on the throne of heaven. Inanna is here to tell you that a journey to the Underworld is the way to wholeness for you now. It's time to dance with your shadow, reclaim what you've denied, embrace your own dark sister, dark self. You need all those aspects of yourself that your parents, caregivers, teachers, society have deemed unacceptable in order to achieve wholeness in your life. So this is her poem. Embracing the shadow. I went there of my own free will. I went there in my finest gown with my rarest jewels and my Queen of Heaven crown. In the underworld, at each of the 7 gates, I was stripped 7 times of all that I thought I was, till I stood bare in who I really am. Then I saw her. She was huge and dark and smelly and hairy, with a lion's head and lion's claws, devouring everything before her. Ereskigal, my sister. She was all that I am not, all that I have hidden, all that I have buried. She is what I have denied. Ereskigal, my sister. Ereskigal, my shadow. Ereskigal, myself. So breathe deep. Breathe deep into your torso. Allow yourself to drop fully into this moment, the here and the now, to that space within to meet Inanna as she meets Ereskigal. Self and shadow, and be open to her wisdom and what she has to share with you. Bring your awareness back to your breath. It's time to start to journey back to the place where you are. To be open to any last messages or insights from Inanna. And begin to focus once more on your breath. Following the flow of that inhale and exhale, bringing you back to full awareness of your body. Bringing you back to awareness of the place where you sit, the room where you are. When you're ready, open up your eyes. Find yourself back, fully in the here and now. And welcome back. So I'll just share. There's a little piece in here which I saw that I actually also wanted to just to share, which I thought might be helpful. But just to share a little bit from my journey, and then I can always stop the recording. But if you want to share, those who are here, that would be great as well, because I know everybody benefits from hearing about our journeys. So I thought it was interesting for myself journeying down, because I don't know if some of you saw, I posted on Facebook this morning, I've been feeling very well. I said, Lilith and Hawthorne, not a great combination. Certainly feeling like there was some just some challenge, and part of that challenge is needing to strip away and strip away and strip away, just naturally, for the last little while, of things that you kind of pin hopes on or pin expectations on, and when they don't turn out, then it's like that's stripped away. So I found myself coming to a place of realizing, like, when you strip all of that away, like what are you left with? And my question this morning was a little bit like, what's the purpose? And I found myself in this meditation looking at that, that one figure facing the other figure, and sort of reaching, touching hands through the water. And I felt like that was sort of my own process of coming to stripping away all of these things and being left with, like, what's the purpose? And the answer that came back was similar to it, because it just is. It was just this energy of acceptance and love, without any trappings, without any need for anything. It's just that wholeness that comes of self-facing self. And it was interesting, because as I sort of held in that moment, realizing that, of course I will do things, of course I will have hope about things, of course I will have expectations about things, because that's, part of being human, and part of, the experience of life. But that's not really what it's about. And it's just about having that, coming face to face with the truth of who you are. And in that moment, I had this sense of just such appreciation for everybody who's journeying at this time. That idea of when I can love myself in that way, acceptance, no matter what happens, what's going on, what life is throwing at you, then you can actually really love the people who are on that journey with you. Because all of a sudden I had this sense of, oh my gosh, we're all here at the same time. Like, what are the chances of that, Jackie, that you and I happen to be walking on this earth at the same time, and we came together, and Alexa, and, everybody who's there. We're here at the same time. We cross paths at the same time. We're like touching hands at the same time. And no matter how anybody shows up, and we got our flaws, and we've got our things, and we've got our irritations, and I almost divorced my husband yesterday because he was driving me crazy. Like, we have those moments. But we're all here. And so that the shadow isn't the thing to be, afraid of or rejected. It's that embracing of. So that it sounds, the words feel inadequate for how it felt like it shifted something inside. And part of it being about a relationship to self, but mainly about just that relationship to everybody that we encounter, in our lives at this time. So that was my Inanna. Did anyone else want to share while we're recording? No? Okay. So before I stop recording, and then I'll stop, and then we'll have our in-person share. But there was another, I did share a little bit about, from the book by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. There's another little piece of it that says, if you are already in the underworld, you've already been stripped, and you're there facing that shadow, then the appearance of Inanna may signal that the time for your return is at hand. Journeys to the underworld to embrace your dark side are a law unto themselves. And they take as much time as they need to take. You can't just fit them into your schedule. When it is time for you to journey, you will, and you will not be done until you return. Take comfort in the fact that all journeys to the underworld do end, and that you will indeed return, much different from who you thought you were when you went. So I just wanted to share that piece as well. Either journeying into the underworld or journeying out of the underworld, but it is about facing that truth of self, embracing the wholeness of self, and coming back from that journey transformed. So I'm going to bid adieu to those who are joining us in the recording. Thank you for being here. It's a much better sound when it doesn't have little amulets in it. So, bye-bye, everybody.